Yo, this is Lex, and this is your Diablo 3 build guide on Legacy of Nightmares Star Pact. In this video, I will be going over the non-Archon build variant. Compared to the Bazooka Archon variant, this build is easier to gear and easier to play. I recommend starting with this version of Star Pact first and then adding Archon later. Be sure to check out my Archon Star Pact guide when you are ready to transition. For group speedruns, this build excels in the 110 to 120 Greater Rift range. These runs should be completed in 6 to 8 minutes. This build revolves around the Legacy of Nightmares set consisting of Litany of the Undaunted and the Wailing Host. Season 17 is the Season of Nightmares, so we get this buff without needing to wear these rings. Outside of Season 17, you can only have Convention of Elements. The Season of Nightmares buff allows us to also have Halo of Carini. The third ring is flexible. The Compass Rose is a good option for its extra stat. Other options include Oculus Ring, Stone of Jordan, or any ring that has good stats. Death Wish, Et's Sigil, and Mantle of Channeling all increase damage while channeling. The Grand Vizier and Nilfgaard's Boast increase meteor damage. Illusory Boots prevent you from getting stuck. The Shame of Delcia refills resource faster. Swampland Raiders are a Witch Doctor item but can have extra arcane damage. Aquila Chest provides defense when resource is full. The amulet I'm using is Moonlight Ward, but a perfect Hellfire is better. I prefer Velvet Camarel since it refills resource faster, but you can use any wizard hat with good stats. St. Archu's Gauge are the best gloves, but use the gloves that have the best stats. Strong Arm Braces provide more damage when you use Black Hole. You can change to Ancient Parthenon Defenders if you need more defense. The legendary gems used are Bane of the Trapped, Zay's Stone of Vengeance, and Esoteric Alteration. If you can survive without Esoteric, you can swap it out for Bane of the Powerful. For stat priorities, area damage comes first. You should have 174% with area damage everywhere except the amulet. Crit chance, crit damage, arcane damage, and meteor damage are also needed. Attack speed and cooldown reduction are not needed. Be sure to check the D3 planner link below for ideal gear and stats. Moving on to skills, Black Hole Spell Steal increases damage and activates Strong Arm Bracers. Disintegrate Intensify increases arcane damage and activates channeling damage. Electrocute Surge of Power refills resource. Meteor Star Pack for big dumps. Wave of Force Arcane Attunement is used to increase meteor damage. Storm Armor Scrambler activates Halo of Carini. Arcane Dynamo is stacked with Electrocute to increase meteor damage. Audacity increases damage in close range. Astral Presence increases resource for bigger dumps. And a lifesaver cause dying sucks. Let's practice the Star Pact timing in town. After casting Star Pact, it takes 1.25 seconds for the meteor to hit the ground. During this time, you will need to cast Electrocute 3 times and then hold down Disintegrate. Practice doing this rotation of Star Pact, free Electrocutes, and Disintegrate, making sure the channeling is started before the meteor lands. You can stop channeling after the meteor hits the ground. Let's just jump into a level 120 Greater Rift. Start by casting Electrocute until you have 4 stacks of Arcane Dynamo. 1 second into the lightning phase of Convention of Elements, cast Black Hole in the middle of the group, followed by Wave of Force. Star Pact can be casted 1 second before lightning phase ends. I've casted it here. I continue the rotation with free cast of Electrocute and hold Disintegrate. The meteor lands while I'm channeling and during Arcane phase. I cast Electrocute until resource is full and cast a second meteor. I continue the rotation while stutter stepping into an Oculus Ring. This meteor lands at the end of Arcane phase. And that is how you land 2 Arcane phase meteors. When you see a conduit pylon, you want to kill trash mobs before it's popped. For power pylons, you want to wait until after it's been popped before starting Arcane phase meteors. Double kill. If enemies are still alive after 2 Arcane phase meteors, you can continue to rapid fire more meteors. Just wait until you have 4 resource and 5 stacks of Arcane Dynamo before dumping. One shot, 1 kill. This group consists of a healing support monk that groups enemies, a support bob that pulls enemies and shouts, and a lance necro for single target damage. You can rely on the necro to finish the boss. I hope you enjoy the build. Please like the video if this helps you, subscribe and ring the bell for future content, and feel free to stop by the live stream to say hi. Happy slaying.